Maybe if I read the letter, maybe if I read the missive and go back, maybe that'll be enough. I'm so close. So, eight has to be the final level, but I'm missing just like one thing. I hope it's not something I missed when, like back when and it like near start of the game. I hope not. Clive, it occurs to me that a single word of thanks does not nearly suffice to express my gratitude for reuniting me with from a distance. The tome made me who I am today, and yet I thought that I should never set eyes upon it again. That those who took it from me had forever robbed me of a part of myself. But now I am whole again. Thanks to you, I regret that I can only... Okay, well, nah, see, reading all that in one go isn't correct. I always miss the periods, I don't know why. But now I am whole again, thanks to you. Period. I regret that I can only fill in the gaps in your knowledge and not the holes in your soul. For which reason I shall ever be in your debt. Vivian. It has to be from completing the tomes. Lordsman Hippocrates is the best loved writing implement, whose ink has penned many a learned tome. It is said that the long quills of the stolus become imbued with the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. The words just waiting to pour out onto the page. So should the day come that Clive puts down his sword and picks up the pen, he shall not find his one and only insurmountable enemy in writer's block. What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? I have no idea. I'm gonna take a peek. Hey Bass, welcome back to the stream, friendo. How are you doing today? So you haven't really missed a ton. The only thing I'd say you really missed was that we completed the quest that Tomes gave us. So now we only have the final quest to do. I leveled up to 49, which I might just make the push for 50. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna consider it at the very least. And just see if that's the final level. We found out that Tomes actually tutored Prince Dion back in the day. Apparently he was a part of the Sandbrechian nobility, like, tutor circle. And then Dion's like, oh no, I can't face Hippocrates, you know, after doing what I did, etc., etc. We got a purple wyvern tail that Hippocrates wanted us to give him so he could give it to Prince Dion as a gift. And Prince Dion was like, no, I cannot accept it. Not until I come back and prove that I've earned it. And then it was emotional, and then we're good. And I'm missing one thing from the tome. I'm one thing away from level 8, and I don't know what it could be. So I might look that up. I think I might look that up. And just see, because I don't know what I could be missing. Are you doing pretty well? That's awesome. And thank you very much for the posture check and the hydrate. Just making dinner steak and peppers. Ah, oh, delicious. See, all I had to eat today was McDonald's, which, as I've always said, I enjoy. I do like McDonald's. It's not bad. But I always feel a little bit bad after eating a little bit. I don't know. It's just one of those things, you know, like you eat McDonald's, it tastes really good, but then you give it a few minutes, and it's like, I don't know, maybe that was a mistake. Okay, so let's just have a little peek here. What did I miss? What did I miss? FF16. Oh my god. FF16. Missing one thing from homes. 1,000 tomes, missing entries. Okay, I want to just make sure. I just want to make sure I got all that actually. I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure I'm in the clear for one thing, because this guy's mentioning a specific entry, and I'm just kind of curious if I have that. I hope I do. Because someone's saying sounds like he missed the side quest from Tiro, but I did all the side quests. I'm pretty sure I did. We did find the last beast, actually. I did forget to mention that. Yeah, he was a king behemoth, and he was literally right around here. I was saying to myself, I'm like, okay, well, we'll go here and beat the one that I know where it is. And then we'll look at it, and I look in the distance and I see this big yellow hulking mass, and I'm like, that's him, isn't it? He wasn't too hard. I died once, but he wasn't too bad. He was actually pretty easy. Okay, let's have a little look at this, and we'll go to tomes, and we'll go to tomes, and we'll see. Before we depart, Ifrit, you have my sincerest gratitude for uniting me with Master Hippocrates, that I might embark upon this most important of journeys. My heart free of regret. Though in these past few moons, I have come to realize that the longer I spend in the company of you and your brother, the deeper I find myself in your debt. We must swiftly see to the menace that is Ultima, if not to save the world, to save me from an eternity of recompense. Dion. And safe returns. Thank you, Clive, for ever indulging the whims of this doddering old soul. I'm ashamed that for far too many years I allowed stubbornness and fear to keep me from something so simple as letting a friend know how proud I was of him. Your intervention has lifted a heavy pall from my heart. Perhaps upon your triumphant return from the skies, you might be inclined to set to the page that quill I gifted you. There are many of us who would hear a first-hand account of your time with the Holy Prince, myself included. Hippocrates II. Okay, let's go and talk to tomes. So I wouldn't have missed the one for Cyril, actually. I wouldn't have missed that one. That one I would have had, for sure. Who are you? You're Byron. Do you have anything to say?
What can I do for my favorite nephew? Do you know why?
I chose to call it the Triunity, Clive. You may be too young to remember, but this isn't the first time an alliance has been struck twixt the nations of Storm.
20 summers past.
When your father petitioned both the Empire and the Republic to join hands with the Duchy, that we might work to mutual advantage in defiance of the Blight. And they, for their part, embraced the notion, or so we believed. Little did we know that the peace Elwyn had worked so hard to secure would be ground beneath the heel of one we least suspected.
Your mother.
The Duchess. Oh, he said it himself. Okay. In one fell swoop, Annabella robbed us of everything. A nation, a leader, a brother, a father.
But above all,
she robbed us all what could have been. A realm undivided. Elwyn's grand design.
so you see.
Why I chose to call our new alliance the Triunity. For with it, we aim to preserve not only peace, but a lasting legacy of cooperation.
Well, don't do anything I wouldn't.
Okay, give me the thing.
Good morrow to you, my friend. What subject shall we consider?
Okay,
today?
so what was this thing? Mysteries of the Realm, between page 2. Oh no, this is literally it. Okay, between Magitech and the Ariete Stone. This guy got all the curiosities. Is this the only one I'm missing? I'm missing a few. I figured you might get these two when you unlock level 8, because that would make sense. So is it just those two? I believe so. Yeah, so it is just these two that I'm missing then. In theory. Or these three. This one apparently I can get. I don't know about those two. Okay, well, hold on. Okay, well, I know what it's called now. So I actually want to just see here. Oscar outside of Clive's. So basically just talk to people. Probably just talk to people.
Sid, did you know that
Okay, so I've talked to you.
Some say that's one of the reasons they were tamed.
What's this? Yeah, look at this. Mithril is a material both passing hardness and luster, and as these two qualities, which is valued by the weapon and armor smiths of the realm. However, there's a third quality of mithril that sets it apart from steel or shell. Its durance. While even the finest steel may be melted by dragon's fire, become brittle in frigid climes, or turn to rust if not regularly and rightly oiled. Soiled. Yeah, oiled, not soiled. Mithril is once made eternally unchanging. In this volume, I'll explain how one might go about making, shaping, and employing mithril in one's work. So it looks like some of these you might actually get by talking to NPCs after quests, which I don't know if I did much of. I never talked to you, though. I never talked to these children. Maybe they'll help me.
Sid, look what the curse breakers brought back from Dalmekia.
Ah, it's nice.
Said they were all the rage in Dalamil. Looks sort of funny if you ask me.
I'll be damned.
Have you had one before?
Something smells good. What are we having?
Bombs! And they are good. You should try one.
If I need to do a second playthrough, I will. Probably not on stream. But I would at the very least record the new stuff, as you guys would know.
The bloody great hole in it. Who ate the rest?
But I don't know. We'll see.
Supposed to be
I'm
hollow,
hoping I got
Sid.
it.
Haven't you ever seen Drake's Fang?
Oh, these are the buns we made. I just realized that. That's what we'd invented. We invented that. Okay, that's cool. That's clever. I like that. Okay, I'm just gonna go see if that's it. It probably isn't, but I'm gonna go check.
I was wondering when next you'd visit. If you have a question
It's
for
not.
me, I should be happy to answer it.
Ooh, who have I not talked to? Who have I not talked to?
You don't know what you're talking about. The odor's what gives Chancer's stew its,
Good old Chancer stew.
and that's what makes it superior to any old lizard livers.
Oh, please. Have you even tried the fried mortress? Taste, smell, texture. It beats your beloved stew hands down on every count.
This is kind of nice too, actually.
That's a masterpiece.
It's really showing us how that food is still going around as well. So I did speak to Oscar, I'm pretty sure.
My Lord Marquis,
Maybe I haven't.
I heard about Eastpool. That some of my fellow guardians are to build a new home there. Both for themselves and for Madame Martha's bearers. Is it true?
It's true. The village is to be rebuilt.
I have many fond memories of Eastpool. When I was a child, we would visit my aunt and uncle often. They would lavish attention upon me as if I were the son they never had. I went to see Aunt Hannah after my uncle passed away, but not nearly as often as I should have.
Oscar, I'd like you to assist Sir Wade in the rebuilding.
Oscar's gonna be going to Eastpool.
But, my lord, my training is not yet complete. I couldn't possibly.
You do great, Oscar. Don't worry about it.
The easiest of masters, but I'm not as hard-hearted as that. Go. Be with your aunt. Rebuild her home. Is what she would have wanted.
It's probably true.
Yes, my lord. Thank you, my lord.
Okay, well that was actually different. So maybe that is what I needed to do. If it's not maxed out at 8, then clearly I need to do more. Talking to NPCs.
Good morrow to you, my friend. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Ah, yes.
Quite the find for you today.
We did it. Wow, holy crap. That's a lot of new entries. We did it, though. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, okay. Now, I don't know about the curiosity, though. I'm gonna... I hope I didn't miss anything with that. Because someone did... Sage for the Ages. What a name. I know, right? Alright, Reverie. An impossibly tall tower in central ash that seems to pierce the very heavens. It was built by Ultima when he first arrived in Valestia. From its heights, he examined the flow of aether through the land and hereby determined the optimum placement for the mother crystals. Okay. An incident in which the Fallen launched an assault on the mother crystal of Zemeckis to claim its power, and in so doing, stoked the ire of Ultima himself. In response, the self-proclaimed god destroyed the crystal, leaving behind both a great yawning crater and a cautionary legend that has since spread throughout Valestia. So, Ultima literally did that. Okay. Those within whom sleeps the power of an icon. The dominants are but a stepping stone in the creation of Ultima's perfect vessel, Mythos. When Ultima sowed the seeds of humanity, he imbued those assigned to protect each mother crystal with an elemental affinity, a power that would amplify over the generations until the icons eventually emerged. Though memory of their power remains even after it is absorbed into Mythos, it takes an increasing toll upon their persons to summon it. An ancient civilization that thrived some thousands of years before the present day. Though no direct records of the Fallen remain, early legends in the modern corpus speak of them as the Men of Magitech, the pinnacle of whose magical technology was the airship. Enormous cities that soared through the skies. Comparisons of the ruins of these airships and other ancient structures connected to Ultima reveal slight but marked differences, suggesting the former is but a close copy of the latter. Alas, it seems their pursuit of Ultima's most closely guarded secrets led to their downfall when they sent their fleet against Zemeckis and ushered in the tragedy that saw their civilization fall. I like how it's just the Ultima civilization. The ancient civilization of the godlike Ultima Collective. Their discovery of magic helped them to thrive, but came at a terrible cost. The onset of the Blight. After their cities fell and their people perished, the few survivors fled to the untouched land of Alestia to lay the groundwork for their future revival. The apothecary beneath Phoenix Gate and the Tower of Reverie and Willowed are both relics of their civilization, and far predate those of the Fallen. So I do like how Ultima is just, like, a part of an alien race, basically. Arity Stone. A mysterious ceramic tablet that stands in the hideaway. Though it closely resembles a relic of the Fallen, the way in which it reacts to Clive's presence and urges him to unlock his hidden potential suggests some connection to Ultima. It is likely that the stone, as well as other towers of similar construction that dot the landscape, were created by the creature before he entered his slumber, in order to aid in the perfection of his vessel, Mythos. Ancient technology of the Ultima Collective, set in the place upon their advent to Valestia, in order to guide the flow of aether toward the mother crystals, that the land's life force might be harvested all the more readily. The obelisks are separate entities to the mother crystals themselves, so the latter's destruction does not affect the former's function. After Ultima casts Chromogenesis, the resulting imbalance in the Aether made these obelisks glow all the brighter. Huh. The tribe who once dwelled in the lands surrounding the lost mother crystal of Zemeckis. This mother crystal communicated directly with Origin, from whence Ultima kept watch on the world from his slumber, and so those people who lived around it had a closer relationship with their creator than most. It was they who founded the Circle of Malleus, to keep the word of their lord and future savior alive. After the tragedy of Zemeckis and the first fall of humanity, the few survivors of the children of Zemeckis fled to the outer continent, where they continued to worship their god and await the day when they would join him in paradise. Among the teaching of the Circle of Malleus is the story that the Lord Almighty delivered unto his children a prophecy of their future salvation before hiding himself away in the heavens. A myth that lived on in many of the folk religions that would later supplant it. Though long considered to be naught but a legend, it is possible that this reflects a real historical event. Ultima's final words to his humanity before he entered hibernation deep beneath Valencia. The few remaining sources disagree on Ultima's precise wording, but on 4 points they all align. That on some future day of reckoning, the incarnation of the Lord would appear among mankind and remake the world. That the advent of this incarnation would be heralded by the emergence of several heavenly servants of great might. That the Lord's faithful should rally these servants together in order to bring the incarnation into being, and that for their loyalty, they would be rewarded with the greatest gladness. Which I guess in this case is genocide, sadly enough. Soulless automata, largely composed of Aether whose only motivation is to see that their creator's will is done. Ultima gave them life upon first arriving in Valencia and immediately tasked them with defending their own shores from any outside forces that might seek to interfere in his endeavors. The deity now employs them solely to test the strength and durability of his self-proclaimed Vestal, Mythos. The Annals of Moss the Chronicler, a scholar of Valestian history who unearthed many of the buried secrets of Ultima in the Circle of Malleus. Shortly after he encountered a young Hippocrates in the outer continent and inspired the boy's own pursuit of learning, Moss returned to the twins, where his long years of wandering from ruin to relic in pursuit of the vestiges of Valesia's past finally drew to a close.
You wish to study the tomes?
And I believe we have one more thing, probably in Oscar. Yep. Nephew of Rodney Murdoch, late Lord Commander of the Rosarian Army. Clive accepted him as squire and brought him back to the hideaway, that he might learn from Sid the Outlaw's example. However, after the Guardians of the Flame took back Eastpool, Clive bade Oscar return to the village where his Aunt Hannah is buried, and lend his strength to the restoration efforts.
You are always welcome, Clive.
So I did everything.
I was wondering when next you'd visit.
So that is
If you
done.
have a question
So now
for
it's
me,
the final
I shall be
curiosity.
happy to.
But where do I get that? Where do I get that? Hold on. I'm going to look this up too. Because this one is confusing me a little. FF16 curiosities. How to get all curiosities. Okay. So this might be in order, in which case that'll help me a fair bit. Because if I can, and I do want to get them all. And then, yeah, maybe we'll grind a little bit for the level, maybe just a smidge. Maybe just a smidge. I don't know. It might be a bit boring, but like we'll see. So let's see, is this in order? It is. So it's the Oath, Hangman Signboard. Okay, so this is it. So the one I'm looking for is directly after the Winter's Mead. I need to speak with Tarja. I mean, if that's all I need to do, then that's not too bad. In which case, I'll be pretty pleased, to be honest. I'll be pretty happy, because that means on my first playthrough, I managed to get pretty much everything. It's just a matter of if I want to push to level 50. I kind of do. I kind of do. I'm going to be honest. So Tarja should be in here somewhere, I believe.
Collapse back there. It's just a touch of vapors.
Shoot, where is she? Here she is.
Tarja's tea stopped the...
Clive, I wanted to give you something for the kindness you showed my mentor.
So I could have gotten this a while ago.
What's this?
A chest of all the medicines you're ever likely to need. Seeing as you're so reluctant to come to the infirmary, I thought you might as well take a part of the infirmary with you.
That makes a lot of
I'm
sense.
sure it will be very helpful indeed. And Tarja, try not to work too hard.
And work Rodrigue all the harder, you mean? He's a quick study, but he's got a long way to go yet. I'll take that particular piece of advice when you heed it yourself, thank you very much. Besides, who else is going to see that your brother takes his medicine?
Who indeed?
We got the medicine chest. I'm going to the cabinet of curiosities. I'm going there. I'm checking it right now. But then I don't know. I'm really struggling with whether or not I actually do want to get to level 50. I'm so close that I'm thinking I may as well. That's a tough one, though. It's not going to take too long, I don't think. Oh, look, we got them all. A beautifully carved chest that opens to reveal countless compartments full of tonics and tinctures. As Clive often proved a difficult patient, reluctant to come to the infirmary, Tarja commissioned this curio that he might take part of the infirmary with him. Ah, see, that's nice. And to think it all started with this one, the Oath. Oh, I am pleased. Oh, I'm so pleased. Okay. Now, do I go to level 50? Do I go for it? I kind of want to. I kind of want to. I think I'll try. I think I'll try. I can probably find... No, not... Actually, yeah. Here? Yeah, I think I can find a lot of enemies in this area that would probably work. It's either this area or the gap. I'm not too sure which one would be technically better. And we'll do this for a little bit, and we'll just see.
Run like the wind.
Don't get so
So like if we fight the Royal Mastiffs here, and we drag them over here,
You deserve a rest.
and then we go ahead and we just do this. Which didn't kill them all, but did kill a fair few. I mean, that was pretty good for a very quick fight. That was essentially like 2 groups. How much XP do I need? 100,000? I don't know.
Right.
That is gonna be a lot of things. But it's all gonna depend on how quickly everything dies. That was 750. Like, I mean, it's not bad. Like, even just going through here isn't really that bad.
Ready, go?
Like, I'm not gonna say it'll be the quickest thing ever to do, but I mean, it's not gonna be that long, really. Like, at most, like half an hour, but even then, I kind of doubt that.
Be safe.
But I mean, I guess we'll find out though, eh? Bahamut! Yeah, just blast him right in the old eye. Hey, you can play quick all you want, my dude. Ain't gonna save you. Now, it was only 600. See, now that wasn't really all that worth it. I think what I'll do is I'll go between here and the gap. If I go between here and the gap, then that should net me a decent amount of XP relatively quickly. Like I said, not necessarily going to be the most exciting, but... I mean, hey, it's still progress. I mean, it's true too, right? Like, if I'm that close to 50, I may as well just try for it. I mean, I have Jill and Joshua helping too, so it's making these fights go even quicker. Come on, get up. So you got like another 750 out of that. See, if I wasn't dumb and I did actually fight more things like as I progress instead of going like, oh, I don't need to, then I probably wouldn't be needing to do this. But no, there's me going, oh, I don't need to fight everything. You're an ogre, but you're a minotaur. Nothing ogreish about this at all. It's okay, I can take the hit. Blast in the ogre, good. Oh, come on, I dodged you. Okay, maybe I hit the button. Maybe I hit the button to do that by accident. 600, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if these guys are worth it for 600. That I'm not so sure about. Actually, wait. If I teleport here, does that reset the area? If it does, that might not be too bad. That might be a good way of doing it. I was gonna say, I think there's also a decent amount of dudes like around here or so. Decent amount. I mean, you got the chocobos, which I think are worth a decent amount. Yeah, we're gonna do MMO tactics here. We're gonna pull some trains.
Let darkness fall!
It would have been a much better train if I had the Phoenix Fire. That's okay, not everything can be perfect. Oh, I got something in my eye, jeez. Now, hold on. Oh my god. Okay, I don't think the chocobos stayed. No, they didn't. That's fine. That was a good amount of XP. That was a good amount of XP. For like a quick fight, I'll accept that. Kind of feel bad for like Akashic chocobos. I don't know what that sound was. That was a bit strange. Bit of a weird one. $750. That's all right. That's okay.
Ready to go?
Have a quick peek to see if anybody else is around. Yeah, I'm seeing more chocobos. And some flying burbs. I mean, yeah, the chocobo should be fine. See what I mean? This isn't really taking that long. I mean, obviously it's still, you know, grindy and not the most fun or interesting thing to do. But I mean, in the end, you know, we're getting it done. It's like, how much more do I need? Yeah, time to finish. Very nice. Oh, and also welcome back. Yeah, so that took us down like what, 7,000? It's not too bad. You have to grind if you don't want to. I mean, that's kind of thing though. I do want to. If anything, I feel bad for people watching. I might tone it down for the YouTube audience later, but for the moment, I kind of feel bad for other people watching. Even though I'm sure you guys don't mind, right? But like for me, I actually kind of want to. I'm just trying to figure out a way to do it somewhat quickly. Okay, good. I was gonna say, don't doom me, please. Yeah, like you barely have to do it, right? Like there's not, like it shouldn't, like I say, it shouldn't take that much time. Like, I'm gonna see where half an hour of grind gets me. But I think half an hour of grind will probably get me basically to the level. So, I mean, because right now we've taken care of like, what, 7,000, 8,000, somewhere around there. I only need 100,000. That's not really too bad. Like, it sounds like a lot, but it's not really a lot.
Holding back.
Damn it. Okay, I was gonna say, I thought I did it a bit too early. Hold up. And honestly, on smaller fights, I can even just use that. Okay, nice, nice. And shouldn't kill. Oh, never mind, it did. I was wrong. I was wrong about not killing. I would have lost the will it kill challenge. I mean, I can pull the ogre. I can probably pull these guys too.
Come on.
Ow. And just have like one big fight. Yes. And that's probably going to get him out of his like aggro range though, which is kind of the one problem. Yeah. Damn it, he got out of his aggro range. I mean, he's only gonna be like 600. I mean, that's okay. Down to half stagger. That's actually not the one I meant to do. There you go. That's the one I wanted. Sure, I'll take that. Hit him with that as well. Ah, wait, no, I know what I should have done. I shouldn't have done that. I should have done the actual move. I kind of forgot that's what my plan was. There you go. I mean, we still got it off anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's 6,000 or 600. That's okay. The bombs here should. Oh yeah, look at this. We can get a really good one here. Get a really good one.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
See if we pull the bombs, because doing this should pull both of them, I think. Yeah. And then if we get off here, and I should be able to aggro these guys. No, not use guys. These guys. I don't know if this will kill any of them, but at the very least, it'll do a lot of damage to everybody. Okay, I didn't do that much damage to the Akashic horses, actually. That's kind of unfortunate. I guess they were a bit too far away. They may have a really small aggro range. Yeah, they must. Alrighty, alrighty. I mean, both of them combined, though, should be at least over 1,000. Hey, we're getting our combos in. And that should be in total. Oh yeah, I see. That was good. That was worth it. Even doing it like 2 at a time. I wish you could refight monsters. That would be pretty nice. Although, to be fair, that probably would be a bit too easy. Well, you kind of can actually. To be fair.
Very well.
If I really want, actually, that's a good point. 'Cause you can actually refight instances.
You're finished.
Oh, you mean on the beast board but scaled? I mean, that would be cool. You know, would it be easier to actually just replay like a sequence fight? Because I'm pretty sure you still get like level out of it. I'm pretty sure. Like experience. I mean, maybe. I mean, that might be worth a shot. You know what? Let's try that, actually. Let's try that. Thanks, Bass. You actually kind of reminded me I could do that. Like you may have meant the beast board correctly. Or you may have meant the beast board itself, but that did remind me that I could do this, and I'm sure I should get some XP out of this. Which I think would be a bit quicker. It'd be stage replay, I believe. Yeah, but at current level. Yeah, so I'd want stage replay, and I believe this would give me levels, I think. Because if I replayed Drake's Spine... Oh, we'll find out, right? We'll find out. We should be able to find out pretty quickly. Yeah, we'll skip. We don't need to see these cutscenes again. Stage replay 2. Well, stage layout is the same. Defeating enemies in stage replay earn you fewer XP and may result in different loot drops. Fewer XP. So, whether or not it is worth it, we'll find out pretty soon, probably.
The ether has claimed them all. Let's see them win on next.
If we do this, let's see how much this gets me.
It's over.
My god, look at all the multi-kills they're getting. Dude's sick. If this gets me at least 1,000, that's not too bad. But I think it'll get me a little bit more. Oh no, that's actually pretty bad. Okay, never mind. That's actually not that great. Can I leave these? I can. I can just go quit stage replay. Okay, yeah, that's not as worth it. So if you want to do it for fun, then that's a good way of doing it. If you want to do it to grind, that's not a good way of doing it. Okay, so let's go back and do it the way I was doing it. But we will actually go to the gap. We'll see just a slightly different area. Because the gap gives pretty good XP as well. And what am I at? In terms of like XP, I mean. It's not bad.
No use calling Ambrosia now.
You prefer going to the bay for XP? Well said, well put. Okay, maybe here is bad, just because I gotta make the run the whole way. And that takes time, and time is precious. For every hour I get, ever older.
Run like the wind.
As do we all. A high potion and free potion and normal potion for free, though. I'll take that. I will take that. So I'm pretty sure. Well, it's the Adamantoises that would take the longest, because they're kind of the most annoying to deal with. Like, by comparison, the crabs are nothing.
Farewell.
See, how much are these crabs gonna give me? Oh my god. Like 750. Like, it's basically the same amount of XP. I just think there's a slightly greater concentration here that I can just kind of lure. If the trees don't stop me anyway. Because I can lure all these birds. I'm not gonna worry about luring the blob. It's probably good enough. The blob even took damage, so it's all fine anyway. Oh, we got two. Oh, we're fighting like 2 blobs, 3 blobs. There's a lot of blob. Yeah, I'm fighting like 3 separate blobs. This is gonna be some good XP. Ah, oh, damn, one of the blobs went away. It's kind of like the one problem. We pulled them, but they might not all stick around. Now, this will hit 2 blobs. It might actually even kill one. Ah, damn it. We did lose both blobs in the frenzy. Boo. Yeah, you're doing good there, Joshua. Okay, this might draw the other blob out, maybe. Even if it doesn't, it's still damaging this one blob really good. Okay, solid, solid. And we are. Okay, so for the length of fight, probably not worth it, but still, that goes to show how much we can actually get here in a decent-ish amount of time. I don't know where the other blob went. The blobs are pretty okay to fight. There's a blob. Is that a blob? Yeah, it's a blob. Okay, we took one hit. You take one hit from that, but you parry it. That's fine. I thought I hit a different button there. That's the button I thought I hit. Didn't say I should be hearing the blob. It's a blob mob. It was a blob mob, right? I don't like that most of the blobs fled from me, but I mean, I'll still take it over a non-blob mob. I don't know which area is better. I think the other area is actually a little bit better. By like a little bit. Like, I'll finish off the blobs here, but admittedly, nah, I think it's best you stick in the other zone. This won't get rid of the stagger, but it'll get him close. Man, when the blob gets a big head, though, I don't like that. It looks too much like a fish ready to consume. And dead. Yeah, okay, we'll go to the other area. I think this area just makes the most sense. You kind of just go up and down the coast. So we're almost at the half an hour mark. Yeah, like that was a good amount. Like, it's not bad. Like even just going back there, it's the journey back that's kind of rough. And I gotta remember, I'm probably gonna get some XP from the final area as well. So I need to take that into account as well. So I don't need to max it out here, as long as I get it close.
Don't get surrounded.
Yeah, like we don't need to completely finish off XP. Even just getting it close is good enough. But I also don't want to get so close and then have it be like, oh, but you only needed like 10 more XP and you could have gotten it. Because then I would just be a sad boy. And I would much rather not be a sad boy. So look at that, 2,000 XP. 2,000 XP. And if I just come back, like if I just respawn the area, that's the way to do it, isn't it? How appropriate would it be for you to like end it on level 50 or get to level 50 there? That would be pretty appropriate. It would be nice. $750, not quite as good. Okay, so let's test my theory. Let's test my theory here. So if I were to just travel back here, that respawns the area, correct? It does.